Starting over isn't the same as beginning. Beginnings are full of energy. They come with excitement, novelty, and the illusion of control. Starting over is different. It carries weight, it carries memory. It means something went wrong, or maybe just ended. You've already seen what can break. You've already lost what you thought would last. And now somehow you're back at the beginning, but this time the silence feels heavier. Most people fear that place. They confuse the reset with failure. But if you stay still long enough, you realize that beginning again isn't punishment. It's permission. Permission to rebuild without the noise that clouded you before. There's always that moment right before you take the first step, where comfort pulls at you. It whispers, "You've already tried. You've already been here. What's the point?" And it's tempting to listen, because comfort is kind. At least it pretends to be. But comfort also kills the part of you that grows. It teaches you to live half awake, to accept things that don't feel right, simply because they're familiar. Stepping outside that comfort, that's the real beginning. That's when your stomach knots and your hands shake, and your mind starts listing every possible way this could go wrong. That's when you know you're in the right place. Growth doesn't announce itself. It doesn't show up with clarity or certainty. It begins as confusion, as doubt, as fear that maybe you're not enough. But every great version of you, every future you wish existed, is waiting on the other side of that fear. Starting over means carrying lessons, not baggage. You don't forget the past. You learn from it. You don't erase the scars. You respect them. They remind you of what you survived and of what you're capable of surviving again. You might think you've lost time. You haven't. You've just learned the shortcuts that don't exist. You've earned the map that tells you where not to go. Every time you begin again, you bring a quieter kind of wisdom. You stop chasing the illusion of perfect conditions. You stop waiting for confidence to arrive before taking the first step. Because you finally understand, confidence isn't something you wait for. It's something you build by moving anyway. That first day back, whatever back means to you, it always feels small. You might not see progress. You might even look worse than before. But the truth is, nothing strong is built in full light. All strength begins in shadow, in those unseen repetitions, those quiet attempts that no one celebrates. That's where you build again. That's where you become the kind of person who doesn't just start, but restarts. And that kind of person, they're dangerous in the best way, because they can't be broken by failure, only refined by it. If you feel lost right now, if everything looks uncertain, that's okay. Uncertainty is just the gap between who you were and who you're becoming. Don't rush it. Don't label it. Just take one step. Most people think growth feels good. It doesn't. It feels like friction. It feels like standing naked in front of your own limits. But if you can stay there, in that discomfort, long enough to see it clearly, you realize it isn't pain you're feeling. It's expansion. It's you stretching into space you've never filled before. That's what starting over really is. Expanding into your own potential again. Letting go of the person you were proud of being, so you can become the person you're meant to be now. And that takes courage. Quiet courage. The kind that doesn't need applause. You might lose people when you begin again. The ones who liked you comfortable, predictable, safe. They won't always understand why you're changing. That's fine. You're not doing this to be understood. You're doing this to be whole. When you start over, you'll doubt yourself. You'll wonder if you've wasted too much time. You'll question if the world even needs what you're building. But the answer isn't out there. It's in motion itself. The act of moving is what makes it matter. The act of trying again is the proof that you're alive. There's something sacred in beginning again, because it means you still believe in yourself, in change, in the possibility that effort still matters. And belief, when the evidence is gone, is one of the rarest strengths a person can hold. So when you wake up tomorrow and it feels like day one all over again, don't curse it. Respect it. That's life testing, whether you meant all those words about resilience. That's life saying, show me. The truth is, the best things you'll ever build will come after you thought you were finished. The strongest version of you will come after you thought you couldn't handle another restart. The peace you're looking for will come after you've walked through enough chaos to understand what peace really means. Starting over doesn't erase your past, it redeems it. Every mistake becomes material. Every loss becomes instruction. Every fall becomes foundation. You don't start from nothing. You start from everything you've learned so far. And when you finally step into that new beginning, whether it's a career, a dream, a relationship, or just a better version of yourself, remember that progress isn't supposed to feel comfortable. It's supposed to feel alive. So breathe through it. Take your time. Let the discomfort become familiar. Because once it does, nothing will scare you the same way again. Starting over means you're still in the fight. You haven't surrendered. You haven't quit. And even if the world doesn't notice, that quiet persistence, that decision to try one more time, that's what greatness actually looks like. So if you're standing on the edge of something new, if everything behind you feels heavy and everything ahead feels uncertain, take the step anyway. You don't need to know how it ends. You just need to begin again. And when you do, don't rush it, don't force it, don't compare it. Just breathe and remind yourself quietly. You've already survived worse beginnings than this. And my friend, this is where it starts again.